My thumbnail. How long are you supposed to stay like this? That's enough. That's enough. So I am gonna be answering questions today. If y'all come in, it says in the description box. You can just go ahead and drop your question. I'll answer it if I see it. Let's be nice. Let's be nice about it. Let's not be rude today. And I say that because I do want to go ahead and address that we are in continuation of the corrections. It's a great reset. I heard last night. I've been getting hella downloads, so many downloads. And while I was driving back from the Dollar Tree this morning, um, I was pointed in the stream of consciousness that explores the difference between mind and spirit, because so many times we want to say that all is mental, and you've heard, the spiritual community. There is a sect within the spiritual community that is heavy into mind and meditation and manipulation of your own mind, and also transmutation of others' thoughts and stuff. There's a lot of mentalists out here, and the download that I got is that mentalists are two witches, or mentalists are witches too. That was a weird way to say it. Two witches. But yeah, warlock, witch, whatever, mentalists are. So people who get their power from playing mind games and like subliminally communicating, or 5D communication, as a lot of the readers here in on the YouTube community and the YouTube streets say. There's a lot of 5D communication, and I'm here to tell you that if a person wants to communicate with you in 3D and they are in a 3D body, they need to step to you as 3D. 5D communication, or telepathy that has no boundaries, that is not consensual, because sometimes you can be trying to move on with your life, or a person can know that you are in a state of confusion because they've gaslit you into that position, and then they still want to communicate in the 5D. That's manipulation too, and it's demonic behavior. Demonic behavior is just ways of man. So when you hear the word demon, don't think that I'm talking about something crawling up your wall or some shit, or something gonna come sliding down your staircase at night. What I'm talking about is the ways of man. You deal with demons literally all day, every day, out in public. Turn on your TV and see how these demons out here running the streets. It is demon time, and they skint scalp leader, Mr. Tory Lanez, Mr. I shoot you in the foot because I'm a little man. He ushered in a movement of people being proud of being on what they call demon time. And the grand witch herself, Miss Beyonce G Knowles Carter, mother of the great Blue Ivy, she helped that thing go up too, as far as demon time goes. But yeah, that's just ways of man. So you have a lot of people right now who using mental games, or they're mentalists, but they're also demons. So mentalist demons is heavy out here. So just guard your energy against people who want to make you believe certain things. People who are after your mind, because that is the most valuable real estate. It's still the most unexplored frontier. It's actually the last frontier for human life as we know it. As we move into a new age, the age of Aquarius, whether you want to admit it or not, Virgos, Geminis, Libras, Aquarius are the most intelligent sign in the zodiac. This is not up for debate, really. Anything else is just you arguing for your ego and needing outside validation. Because an Aquarius ain't too much going to argue with you about how much more smarter they are than you. And that's how you know intellect when you see it. It's not going to go back and forth with you. Because arguing with a fool makes two. But yeah, it's your mind is your most valuable asset next to your time. You are spirit, so I'm not saying your spirit is an asset, is what you are. So your mind and your time are your two other grand assets, and we need to protect those right now. And a lot of people will use mind games to suck your time. They know if they can halt you, or if they can delay you, or if they can cause you to feel so much shame and guilt that you procrastinate, or that you just sit back and let opportunities pass you by. They've successfully locked you into a prison of time. You can no longer ascend on your original timeline because you're locked in feelings of shame and guilt that a mentalist has transferred to you. So Spirit just wanted me to let y'all know that they out here. The 666 energy is still here. Whatever happened around the 15th, I know we had a full moon there on the 14th, I believe. And, Saturn is newly retrograding. And the 666 energy. June 6th was the 1st. Strike 2 was the 15th. Strike 3 will be the 24th. So hopefully whatever towers started falling around the beginning of June, around the 6th, you're starting to get some clarity, or you're starting to understand where the Most High God was trying to correct your path. Maybe he took some people away from you. Maybe he took some resources away from you. But I'm feeling like for most people who are on the trajectory of ascension, you've started to see the Lord repay you, or recompensate what has been left, or what was taken away. Whatever fell down with the tower, the smoke is starting to clear a little bit. You can start to see the horizon again. You may not be out of it just yet. You still may be a little ashy from the tumble, but you can see the horizon now. And I wanted to get into some readings for each sign. Like I said, if you have a question, feel free to ask it in the chat and I will answer it. I'll be stopping in between each of the signs and just checking to see if there's anything that I need to read for any of you. But aside from that, and that download that I just shared with you all, I want to go ahead and get started with a reading for the collective. I've been down here shuffling these Starman Tarot deck cards while I was talking. I wanted to use the Everyday Tarot, but when I took the Everyday Tarot out of the box that I keep my cards in, I picked it up from the side, and in my mind, I'm like, they're going to fall. And as soon as I picked them up a little bit, all of them spread all across the floor. I gathered them up, set them off to the side, picked it up to start shuffling them again, and they just scatter everywhere. And when I get that type of energy from a deck, I just put it on up, because obviously the strike 2 ain't hit that little motherfucker yet, so we're going to leave him alone while he gets himself together. We're going to put him in timeout. And we're going to go with the Starman Tarot, who is always well behaved. And of course, we always let the goddess get the last word with the Goddess Guidance Oral deck. So, collective. What message do we have for the collective? I hope y'all go and check out the live video that I had just did about how to find the most accurate tarot readings. That way, when I do these all sign readings, you can be watching out for the little piece that's about your second house sign. That house of 3D reality, material world. That's going to be the most accurate for you when you're looking at readings on YouTube. So, learn that. Go get that. Understand your chart so you can get the most out of these readings. Collective. What do we have for you today? What's the story for the collective today? Collective. Ten of Swords, Queen of Swords. Okay, that's sword energy. Thoughts. Get your mind right. You ain't going to be able to look better and feel better until you get that mind right. It also is encouraging you to be certain about your thoughts. If you feel a certain way, or if you think a certain thing, don't sway on it. Stand on it. Stand behind everything that you think, everything that you feel, especially when you're around other people. We had to suffer. I'm gonna call it suffer. We've had to suffer prior generations where everyone thought alike, and everyone thought that they had to do everything this way, and we had to suffer through the Pluto and Venus generation. The Pluto and Virgo generation, then the Pluto and Libra generation, the Pluto and Sag Capricorns, Pluto and Aquarius crowd. The younger people, we don't want to hear that shit no more. Because the Pluto and Virgo and the Pluto and Libra generations, they were all about people pleasing or being seen, or there's a lot of control around having everybody think the same way and having everyone obey the same rules. And we're getting out of that, especially as we get closer and closer into and are feeling the stronger energies of the age of Aquarius. 3 of Cups, Queen of Wands, Queen of Swords, 10 of Swords. Get off what it is you have on your chest. If it's on your chest, get it off. Don't have it just sitting there on you. Express it. And the people who are around you, that's going to help you figure out who is the best people to be around you. Because if you expressing the fullness of yourself rouse people up or cause them to act funny or weird in any way, and I mean in any way, anything that is peculiar to you, the whole nature of something that's peculiar is it catches your attention, but not for a good reason. It's like something going on with that. If you have suspicion about it, when you are in your full flow of yourself, when you are in like God-like capacity, and just in the state of flow and abundance, doing what makes you happy, what gives you joy, and people start moving a little weird, a little peculiar around you, that's all the red flag you need. If for a second you have to second guess somebody, that's all you need. Because people who are really for you, it's undeniable, it's unmistakable. So someone that makes you question it in any way, considering, you are a healed person. Now, if you have codependency issues and addictions and so forth and all that could cause you to perceive things in a way that's not actually what's going on. But for somebody who knows you in your right mind, you have a good spirit, you have a clean heart, you know what I'm saying, people who would find their way to a channel like this, don't let people play with you, because they'll do it. That whole energy I just talked about, that mentalist witches that do, their rituals are verbal, their communication. You'll notice they say a lot of the same things over and over and over again. It's like subliminal hypnosis or some shit. There are people out here who actively practice that, and they've been actively practicing it since childhood. This is what has got them along as far as it's gotten them in life. And while people were still trying to remain within a box and live within a society that is now crashing, while people were still in those ways and indoctrinated, and you know what I'm saying, when they were still just trying to be in that box, it was okay. They could use those same rituals, those same wordings, those same styles of expression to get over. But as the world is changing now and people are starting to really demand authenticity out of folks, you'll start being exposed to the rituals. When you see somebody who keeps saying the same thing and it's not even I want to get specific, but I don't want to give it too much attention. When you're dealing with somebody who, let's say it's a bunch of y'all in a group having a conversation, and if they get defensive about something, they may start going off on a tangent, and it ain't really related to anything that's actually been said. It's like you can almost tell they got something pent up that they want to get out, or that they are so used to talking about something in a certain manner that even if how they're expressing it is totally irrelevant to the conversation, it's like they still had to get it off. I'm really hoping I can help y'all understand what it is that I'm saying, but just start watching people around you. Watch people who keep saying the same things over and over again, and they too young to have dementia. You get what I'm saying? Like, they're too young to have memory issues, but they say the same things over and over again. It's like a cycle. I'm getting the energy of an NPC, a non-player character. People who don't really have a purpose or a plot. They just here to kind of build out your story. So they kind of say the same words and they repeat the same lines. It's almost like they're robots or implants or clones or some shit. Something very unhuman about them. And a lot of mentalist witches are like that. So mentalist witches, they have their rituals, and their rituals revolve certain conversations, certain topic or subject matter. People who always seem to bring you tragedy. You heard so-and-so died. So-and-so daughter got kidnapped. Blase, blase. You heard a story about the little girl who got raped. Somebody who always coming with that. And it be heavy on it. And they'll tell you something tragic. A little boy got hit down the road. And you be like, oh, okay, that's sad. And they'll stand there like they're waiting for another reaction. When they hit him, the people that was around said you can hear his bones break. They're going to look at your reaction to see how they make you react. Oh, and they said that he didn't die on the spot, so he had to suffer. You get what I'm saying? This is not something that happened at all. And God forbid anything like that really happened to someone's child. But you get what I'm saying? They'll start telling you like tragic stuff and traumatic stuff, and then they'll build out the details around it, looking for a reaction out of you. I'm telling you, these mentalist witches, they out here. They out here. And I feel like a lot of towers that fell for people at the beginning of June were like eye openers to show them where you got some ain't right energy around you. You got somebody who is using what seems like a normal conversation, but it's something peculiar about the conversation, or something peculiar about their mannerisms that cause you to, like, later on you be thinking about the conversation and you be wondering, you be like, that was weird. Like, why would, and now you giving more energy to it after that person ain't even there with you. They done implanted a certain thought process in your mind. Now you'll have, like, your mind is building out a reality where you can picture the tragedy that this person just tried to put in your mind with such vivid details for something that you wasn't even there for. And if you go try to fact check, you may not even find no shit like that even happen. It may not have been no accident like that. Or somebody got hit on a bicycle, but the car was doing like 15 miles per hour. So the person got a few scrapes and scrapes and scratches and scrapes and scratches. And scrapes and scratches and scratches and scraps. But the person got a few scratches and scrapes, and that was it. That was all that happened. But somebody will keep digging into the story, like trying to make it worse than what it is, to put some thoughts and stuff in your mind. So just pay attention to the communication around you, collective. That's your collective message. I want to go ahead and start getting into the sun signs, or whatever signs. I don't know why I said sun signs, because I really want y'all to know more than your sun signs, but we're going to let the goddess get the last word on the collective. Ooh, we have infinite supply in reverse. Means a lack mentality. The infinite supply card usually says you're supplied for today and all of your tomorrows. Lack will make you feel like you don't have something. Like you don't have something, like you can't get something. That's that mentalist shit. They weird ass conversations bringing you bad news consistently. Before you know it, you'll find yourself looking at the dark parts of the world instead of searching for the light. So just pay attention out here. All right, so fresh energy, because we don't want it. Get it out of here, Lord. Fresh energy for Aries. We'll start with Aries. Give us some energy. Let's see what's going on. 666, Saturn retrograde, full moon, aftermath. The tower's clearing. What do we have for Aries? Okay, there's some big, bold attraction to something. Ace of Cups, Two of Cups, Queen of Cups, Prince of Cups. Where all these feelings coming from? We have the Starman here. Big, heavy feelings. It's looking like it has something to do with a venue you've created, or something that you've built up. Something that you were a part of creating. Others who may be like collaborating with you, or who may be a partner or a co-star, a feature, somebody who comes in and helps you. There's somebody who is very attractive to you in something that you've built. There's a heavy attraction to someone. If you're an entrepreneur, you could have been like, partnering up to do a deal with a certain company or somebody else, or another entrepreneur, another small business, and there's a deep, intense attraction there. It is work related, I'm seeing. Or if you're like a YouTuber or something, somebody that you would do like collabs with, or like crossover vlogs or something with, there's an attraction there. Now the attraction could be between you two, or the attraction could be to the two of you. Now, this energy that I'm seeing here, it doesn't have to be romantic, because I do see a big push like toward that Eight of Pentacles is standing out to me. Is like, I don't know, it's kind of pulsating a little bit, the energy around that Eight of Pentacles. So this is a work related thing. If it's not that you like somebody in your workplace, or you messing around and got like a work husband or a work wife, or have an attraction to your boss, or your subordinate, you would be the one who's the boss and they're a subordinate, they're up under you, then it would be the two of you are collaborating on a work project, or something that is meant to make money, or to build stability, or to create an investment. The two of you are collaborating on that, and people are drawn to the two of you. So it could be the two of you, you and a friend, you and a sister, you and a brother, you and a crush, you and some random motherfucker that you met up with at the mall and said, hey, you want to do this with me? And they said yes. y'all two get together, and whatever it is that you're creating is highly attractive, but I feel super, super attractive energy here. There's a lot of wave making. This thing makes waves. So, like I said, it's either you at work and you feeling this energy about somebody, big waves, and it could send a wave out and be like, cooler gossip, water cooler gossip, or it could end up in HR's hands in some type of way with the King of Swords here about fraternization, the Queen of Wands beside that. But if it's not like, if y'all are not W-2 employees or it's not corporate related, then there is like a side hustle or a business or something that has been created here, a work of art, something that has value, something that can get money from it. You don't necessarily have to be in it just for the money, but there's moves being made that would constitute like career or work, or people would call it work, or it's something that you could put down like on a certification or a resume, or if someone asks for experience, you could put this down as something like that. And you liking somebody in that area, or the two of y'all together have like real nice chemistry. It don't have to, like I said, it don't have to be sexual or romantic. It can be you and this person are funny as fuck together. I'm seeing the energy of Paris and what's the guy from Love and Hip Hop? Zell and Paris. Like, you see how they besties and they come together and they got their own little best friend tours and stuff like that. That's what I mean. Or something about couples. Since I was on the topic of like that whole Love and Hip Hop franchise thing, I seen the couples retreat, like Yandy's face, and you know how she's into like events and social events and stuff like that and getting people together, but something about couples. So there's a couple energy here that's very prominent. You and somebody else, either major attraction or the two of you are majorly attractive together because of the chemistry y'all have. But the chemistry here is crazy. Y'all two can do anything together. Whether it's in a relationship or work related, the two of y'all can do a lot together. Just stay open and honest with each other. Those swords that were there, it's mostly cups, but the swords were there. So just stay direct, stay open and honest with each other. Stop trying to, well, not stop trying to, but don't try to get over on the other person, or don't be so focused on only getting what it is that you want out of the connection. Just, relax into the partnership and everything will be okay. It's going to work out well. Fairness. I give Goddess the last word on it. And I say, don't try to take from nobody. Fair. Take what you need to take and nothing more. Do what you need to do for you and consider your partner. Y'all keep it cute together and everything is going to keep working out. This situation will be handled in a fair and just manner. And if it cannot be handled fairly, then it's not going to be done at all. So if y'all going to be, trying to get over on each other, trying to play the next person, and you in a work environment place, you don't want to do that mess, because we are still in 666 energy. And if you try to play somebody and it's like y'all work together, either one or both of y'all will end up losing your jobs, or it's going to be some type of like harassment suit. We in an energy of heavy correction and clarity. So if you're doing anything to try to get over on people right now, you're going to be exposed. It's a time of revelation. 666 energy. Mark of the beast is your actions. So you being tested on your actions, and we really seeing is like you really giving what you say you giving. So if you having a work related, romance or something, and you liking somebody at the job, y'all better both act like you got some sense. It better be real. It better not be no for play or somebody trying to mac the other person or pimp the other person, because it will be exposed and it's not going to end well for you in the month of 666. We still have a strike 3 day. We on strike 2 now. We dealing with the correction and the clarity surrounding strike 2. We still got strike 3 coming up. So if you ain't got it together by then, or you still playing games by then, you're going to lose something. And it's looking like money and career attached to the situation I just read for. So you might want to just be fair, like Ma'at said. You might want to be fair and treat people justly. And if you just want to be work husband and play like that, then just say that. But if you try to take it further than that and then think you're going to play with them and say, oh, I was just playing on that mentalist witch type shit. Oh, I was just playing. I wasn't for real. We can't do this after you done got what you wanted. Now you want to holler about workplace romance and fraternization. Okay, watch what happened to you. The Empress has told you and God has backed it up. Watch what happened. Or if you hustling with somebody and y'all making money together and you think you finna try to take something and run off on a plug or something, or break off and go solo and leave them out, it's not gonna work. Not gonna work out for you. Just saying it. If you found a groove and things are good and God is giving you your flow and he is blessing the connection, why would you want more? That's that devil. That's the demon energy in you. That's lower man energy. Demon. DE, the prefix for lowering something. Mon, MON, relating to man. Demon, lower man energy. You trying to take something from somebody. Just be fair and be just and let God continue to bless the connection as it's going. So, next, we have Taurus. We have Taurus. Taurus. I'm really loving on this Taurus energy because it's associated with the second house. And that's my ministry right now. Trying to get people to learn their astrology charts and the progress charts so that they can know what's going on in that second house of theirs. If you want some guidance about what's going on in your world right now, look to your second house. That's your 3D material world reality. All of that second house stuff. Your house is in there. Your car is in there. Your job is in there. All of that. Taurus, what you got going on? Spirit, what you want to tell Taurus right now? Okay. See, the 10 popped up and then it like turned itself back around. So I feel start and stop energy. Then the sun here. Yes, with the King of Swords. It's start and stop energy. Before the sun and the King of Cups came out, not King of Swords, King of Cups. It's start and stop energy. Like, you'll get to these bouts where you just be like so full of emotion and so full of feeling, and you just have to express yourself. That'll lead to love bombing, because right after that, it's almost like the consistency is not there. It's like you'll be quick bouts or quick bursts of like this heavy energy to get what it is that you want. But it's like you ain't going nowhere fast. You keep being stuck, like right there. It's step 1. Prince of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, and Justice. It's like you do just enough to get what it is that you want, and then that's it. And then when the thing goes away, and then you mad about it not being there to give you what you want, then you have to go and power up again and go do just enough to get the next step of what it is that you want. Instead of just being consistent daily, instead of just being positive and putting your best effort forward daily, it's like you'll get to a point where once you finally get what it is you want, then you retreat back to your shell, or you go back to hiding how you really feel. It's a lot of love bombing energy that I'm feeling here. I don't like it. I got some people trying to love bomb me now. Yes, people. So it's a heavy energy right now. I don't know if you feeling convicted about something, Taurus. If you feel convicted or feel like maybe you missed out on something, or you just, once again, like I said, missing something. So you feel like you need to kind of like power up and then like have this short burst of energy to like go and get it and conquer it energetically, and then retreat right back into the same step 1. And that's the cycle there. It seems like it's working, to be honest. It seems like it's working, except for we are in the month of correction. We're under 666 energy. We're dealing with the mark of the beast. The mark of the beast, you being the beast, human bodies, flesh being the beast. The mark of a beast is his actions. You will be known by your fruit. Your pattern here is start and stop and go. And then at the end of the day, you wonder why you in that Seven of Pentacles energy, where you feel like you just so close. You see that magic kingdom like right there, right behind them. It looks like it will be in distance where you can travel. You just climb up that beanstalk and you'll be right there. But the scale is weird. There's something weird about the scale of a thing. Like, it looks so grand and it looks so close, but then it'd be so far away because it's start and stop energy. When you're consistent, that's when you begin to see the real scale of a project, or you begin to see exactly how much more time it'll take you to get somewhere. A GPS will tell you how much time it takes you to get somewhere, considering you stay on this path at the speed that, or at least around the speed that we've calculated. This is how long it's going to take you. Now, you stopping off at this corner store and off to that block and off to this trap, off to that person's house, speeding down that road, going 2 miles per hour so everybody can see you down the other miles per road. Ain't no telling how damn long it's going to take you to get where you're trying to go. Can't no GPS tell you, because you're steadily changing the factors. So it's something about a situation you're not seeing the scale of it. It's almost like, and when you start and stopping and going like this, it is an indicator that you don't truly value what it is. The Empress energy is here, but the King of Cups is here beside it too, and the King of Cups does a lot of hiding. So you could intentionally be hiding like your feelings for someone, or don't want them to know how much they mean to you. Or you just really don't yet understand that this is or the other party, or whoever it is, there's a party here or an energy here of somebody who just doesn't know what it is that they about to miss out on, because you stopping and going, playing. But there's a lot of value here, and it's big, and these are not cards that come around a whole lot. Justice, Empress, and the Sun all together. Stop and go energy, and I'm seeing that this card is the final one, the Seven of Pentacles. This is somebody really like reminiscing, looking at the memories that they have, that they acquired because they went through something, or they had a little taste of something. So maybe you got a souvenir energy with the Seven of Wands. You brought something back from it. Like you've experienced it before, and you got the ticket, the stub to show it that you went to the show. But now all you got is memories, because you're not actually still there because of that stop and go energy. Strike two. We at the beginning of June, I don't know what it is that came to your attention about you could have been so much further with a thing or with a person if consistency was there. And that's crazy to me. You know what? I'm feeling it could be cross watcher energy. This one I can't put it 100% on Taurus, because Taurus is really known for consistency. And when they want to do something, they going to do it. So I'm feeling this could be cross-watcher energy here too. But there's a consistency here, like a lack of consistent action or movement toward a goal. Either because you just truly don't understand the value of it. Maybe the other person is low-key or you're low-key. So the other person can't see the fullness of what it is you bring to the table, or vice versa. Or somebody does see your value and they're just intentionally trying to start and stop, cookie crumble you, give you crumbs. But either way, somebody finna be stuck with some souvenirs and memories in a minute. They finna get left. God is what say you? Infinite supply. This matches the collective reading where I talked about the mentalist witches, where they'll play with your mind. So when I was just talking about somebody may see the full value of you and just want to play it down and act like they don't see it. So they stop and go. Come out of nowhere, love bomb after it's been a long period of I ain't heard nothing from you. Then boom, all of a sudden I'm here beating down your door talking about I love you. I got to have you. Infinite supply, that's lack mentality. And when I say lack mentality, it's because you can't really make much out of that. You can't stir a cup of water a little bit. Not even a cup of water. Look, you know where a pond is. A big collection of still water. You can't stir it up a little bit and expect a spiral or a tornado to start in the middle of the water. You need something big to stir that thing around if you want to see that whirlwind in the middle. You can't just on the side of the puddle just do your hand like that and think all the water gonna start moving. That's a weird, I guess, kind of analogy, but when it says infinite supply, there's a lot of water here. So it's telling me the lot of water, that's that aspect of this energy where something is really big and something is very valuable and it's exactly what a person needs, but they playing. They playing because they childish and don't see it or don't know, or maybe they're too stubborn and don't want to do the work, or stuck in ego. Ego is a thing here, the Sun card and the King of Cups. Somebody could be just so stuck in ego and can't get out of that cycle. That ego problem could have come from a mother figure. Abandonment issues are present here. This is somebody who will hide their feelings so that they don't have to be exposed if the other person doesn't feel the same way. And they either so stuck on themselves and so not self-aware, unself-aware, that they don't see the value of the relationship and the connection, or they do see the value and exactly understand who it is they're dealing with, and you trying to bring them down with the games. That's that mentalist witch energy I've been talking about. Because a lot of people out here will do that. You know you in the presence of the sun, so sometimes you'll be on this person's side, sometimes not. Sometimes you'll be there, sometimes you won't. Sometimes we besties, sometimes we ain't. All right. 666 energy. We on strike two. At strike two, you know what the problem is. When the first strike happened, you was like, oh snap, it might have kind of thumped something into your reality and said, whoa, well, let me wake up. Strike 2, you know exactly what's going on. Now it's up to you to correct the behavior, because when it comes time to strike 3, everybody got to fall. Everybody is situated with the bullshit that ain't been corrected got to fall. So towards that being your energy, let's move on. Gemini, you already got a card jumping out. Ooh, 8 of Cups. Okay, let's continue our shuffle. I just said okay like that because it ain't nothing for a Gemini to leave. Ain't nothing for a Gemini to leave. 8 of Cups. Ooh, that's a lot. Gemini said, ooh, I gotta go. I gotta go. It's a lot going on in here. I don't like it. I'm nervous. Gemini energy, Holy Spirit, give me something for Gemini. King of Wands, 4 of Cups, the Hierophant. I really feel like somebody full of themselves. King of Wands, 4 of Cups, the Hierophant, 10 of Swords. Because it's like these authority, popular person kind of cards, authoritative, power figure type energy. And then amongst that is this disappointed, scorned type energy also. Like, what's that about? I feel like it's somebody you just cannot please. You ain't never gonna be able to please this person. It's a man too. It's always something. 9 of Wands, 9 of Swords. You cannot please this person, Gemini. It's time for you to go. It's time for you to go. I feel like you've missed out on some things. This connection has been a long. It's been a long time coming, and a change has to come. Justice. Yep, change gotta come. 2 sides. It could be a Libra man giving you just a lot. Libras keep up a lot. There'll be a whole lot of energy going on with Libras. But it's a man, Libra man. I feel like a commandeering type of energy. It's always something. There's always some mess. It's kind of draining. It'll take all your energy out of you. It's very draining. It'll give you anxiety. It's always something to worry about. I see why that 8 of Cups came out. Like, this person be doing a lot. I feel like verbal abuse is a big thing. This person could be very manipulative. I've been talking about the mentalist witches. And Virgo and Libra energy has been present in this conversation about these mentalist witches. People who, they'll plant certain thoughts in your mind. They'll have you moving crazy and funny because you ain't really thinking with your right mind. You may have been having some epiphanies lately about, damn, this person really do just be, every time I'm feeling good about myself, they trying to bring me down. They trying to stop my shine. Or every time I make an executive decision in my life, they just gonna keep just tearing it down, beating it down. And then I end up folding to their will and their whim. And I'm so cautious about who I even welcome into my life because I'm steadily thinking about what this person is going to think about it and how they going to judge my friends or my lovers that I bring around. It's time for you to go on. Because first off, like, if you're a grown person watching this, there's no reason why nobody should be this controlling in your life. But it's a male energy, clearly male energy, because it's so aggressive and so vocal, and I feel like kind of mean and ornery, like a mean old man. I always got something to say about something. Prince of Cups. I always want to put their little 2 cents in. It don't really be about nothing, and more time than not, their 2 cents is negative. They don't like nothing. You can't bring nobody around because they don't like it. They're going to find some kind of way to tear it down, break it down, to speak negative on it or try to, humiliate it. They got to be the biggest and the baddest and the brightest in the room. And if they are not that, then they got to tear something down. It got to be torn down because you ain't going to get to live in front of them. Look at that. The Death, Judgment, Prince of Cups. It's just, everything is beneath them. So it's a very controlling energy, very controlling male energy, manipulator energy, or it's a Libra. And if not a Libra, then it's somebody who they know how to they have a lot of connections, or they know how to get a lot of people to listen to them. That's why I feel such a controlling and commanding energy. They either have some type of authority, like they could be a coach or a preacher or a sergeant. some kind of a high role or a high title. This person may have some letters in front of or behind their name. You know how people have to put in their title when they fill out applications. It could be Sergeant General, Honorable. It could be a judge or something, or a DA, or somebody in like a higher position, or somebody looked at with a higher authority. Or that's who they used to be, either now or in the present. Maybe, because you know how sometimes people was like, something big back in the day, and people still call them like OG because of some shit that they did 20, 30, 40 years ago. You ain't worth a damn now, but you want somebody to still call you honorable. If you don't sit your basic ass down somewhere, nigga, fuck you. Fuck you with this type of energy, because that's the kind of way you would have to be with a person like this, because you can't come around them looking all clean and nice and honest and sweet, because they're gonna try to roll over your ass. Anybody who is like anybody who they see as weak, which would pretty much be everybody, because it ain't a whole lot of people walking around with this type of energy. This person thinks that they just can tell anybody what to do. They think that they deserve the most honor and the most praise and the most reverence and to be feared in every room they walk in. And it's because they keep small circles. You see that little O up at the top? I was drawn to that little circle. They keep real small circles. And they're able to keep small circles because, they judge everybody negatively that comes close. And Gemini is like, you are associated or affiliated or connected in some type of way with this person where is almost like you stuck tied to him, or this thing has been just going on for too long. And with it being a male energy, it could be your own freaking dad. A dad or a big brother or an uncle or a cousin, a long-time schoolmate, somebody that you've known since childhood. It's just going on for too long. Somebody that you maybe met when you were younger and y'all dated, and now you look up and 20 years later y'all still in a relationship and you ain't happy because that motherfucker is just controlling everything or got something negative to say about everything you do that doesn't involve them. It's like shit got to move the way they want to move. And Gemini, I don't know how you got involved with this. This got to be family or somebody that got you while you were still a child. Because a grown Gemini, I don't see y'all getting caught up like this. Somebody got a hook in your mouth and they ain't letting go. All right. Come on, Goddess Guidance. Give me some. Give me some, Goddess Guidance. Give me some. Focused intention. Keep your unwavering thoughts, feelings, and actions focused on your target, and you will make your mark. You got to do what you want to do for yourself. Your intentions are for you. Your life is for you. You have to live for you. I seen that 8 of Cups there, but it didn't like want to officially come out. So maybe you still kind of scared. Maybe you still on the fence. Don't know how to leave or get out of it just yet. But you look like you trying to make a way out. So kudos to you on that. I hope you escape. Hope you make it out alive. I'm kidding, but shit, very much so. I hope you do, because people crazy these days. But with this 666 energy, I just feel like you finally getting revelations about a person who you've been just giving way too much control of your life. That's your life. And you can't blame nobody else. If you brought somebody around and they don't, and whoever this domineering person is was talking crazy or acting crazy, you can't get mad because that person left you. They don't want to be attached to that person. And if you got this negative person in your life and you just won't let it go, you just keep letting it happen, you can deal with it, but ain't nobody else got to deal with that shit. Don't nobody else have to deal with it. Strike 2. You better find yourself some freedom by the time strike 3 fall at the end of June. That's all I'm saying. Fresh energy, because we don't want it. Get it out of here. Cancer. What's going on for Cancer? I don't see any questions. Let me see, because it says top chat. Live chat. Yeah, I don't see any questions right now. Oh, what did I just do? Okay, yeah. I was just making sure I didn't see any okay, there we go. Just make sure I didn't see any questions. We'll go ahead and keep going. Cancer. Feel free to ask a question if you come in. Make sure you hit that like for me. Come in and hit that like for me, please. Help the algorithm pick it up so that people who have questions can come in and hop in and see me on a live like this and go ahead and get their questions asked and answered. because it's a lot of uncertainty right now. People need to know what the hell going on. This live is going a long time. Usually I'll be halfway around the wheel by now. But it's heavy energy and it needs to be discussed. So, Cancer. Fresh energy. Let's see what's going on. Holy Spirit, what message do you have for Cancer? My throat's so dry and I ain't got nothing to drink around me. Oh, however am I going to make it all the way to Pisces? Cancer. The devil, the king of swords. Oh, Lord, you right there with the mentalist witches. Is it you or is it somebody else? Seven of Pentacles. It don't feel like a comfortable environment. It's a change of pace here, Cancer. It's like you starting to see some of your some creature comforts or some maybe not so savory habits or vices. They are coming into your awareness now. Somebody may have called it out. It would have been like a more a stern person, somebody who's a lot more stern than maybe you're used to. But it's making you feel uncomfortable wherever you are because it's like, okay, if this is my way of doing things, but you're here telling me that this is not good or that this is not correct or that I can't function this way or that I'm not good enough in some type of way, like your way of doing things is just not going to play out well for you in this new environment that you're in, or if there's currently been an environment change. If there's not an environment change that you experience, then it's just like, I don't know, maybe somebody is maybe finally fed up with thinking about it and thinking about this thing, or finally fed up with holding it in and they finally telling you, and it may be a little harsh with their words. I feel a kind of mean person though. I feel like it's kind of a mean person here, somebody who talks to you in a really mean way or makes you feel like how you do things isn't good enough or make you feel less than. I still see you taking your time though, because moon child, the moon is here. You're led by the moon, the spirit of the moon. You're led by emotions. Even if a Cancer says that they are not governed by emotions, yes, you are. You know how to, you can learn how to control them and you can evolve to learn how to transmute things and use it your way. But ultimately, emotions still do have a big effect on everything that you do. Even the ones who claim they heartless and they supposed to be gangster, this, that, and the other, they'll fight quicker than others will fight because of emotions. So emotions don't always mean you a crybaby. Emotions mean you'll go upside a motherfucker head real easy. like you'll backhand a bitch real fast. Like that could be emotional too. Just because somebody triggered you, now you ready to act it out. But I see that even though the way that you're being treated or the way you're being handled right now doesn't feel so well, or it feels like you're up for inspection. It's like somebody's inspecting you and they want to tear down everything that they don't like and they want to try to mold you into something different than who you are. But I feel like you're very sure of who you are. So it just feels uncomfortable. And there's this energy of you being stuck in this discomfort. Like maybe you want things to change, but you realize that it ain't changing fast at all because it seems like this may be something that recently happened. Like, okay, let's say your husband's mom moved in with y'all. She just moved in and would have a problem with you for about everything. So of course she's not gonna move out when they just moved in. You know that you're gonna have to go on a journey with this lack of comfort. You know that this thing that's making you feel uncomfortable, or this place where you feel unwanted, or where you feel like an outside party or an outsider, where somebody is always kind of like, I don't know, it's like they're examining you and trying to just make you fit their needs. It feels uncomfortable. But I feel like you're just accepting that this is your journey. So you go within a lot. It's a lot of solitude here. And you will be more in your feelings. Like you'll go off to be alone to really feel your feelings. Or to just be able to stay calm or to be able to get it out, or maybe you like to go off on by yourself, go for walks or something, or long drives by yourself or something, bike rides, skateboard, whatever the case. So just kind of clear your head, because there's just this innate understanding that, okay, this is the environment that I'm in, this is something that I have to go through. So let me just try to keep my mind. I don't want my emotions to cause me to go crazy. Let me keep my mind. And in some type of way, you have the clarity, I feel. You know, that first strike one at the beginning of June, that could have been when things really changed for you. That's when this first change could have come in, or the tower fell and you ended up in this environment where you feel uncomfortable now. But the clarity and the correction is that, okay, you're understanding that I can't just be triggered all the time. I'm not going to be able to go nowhere. This is where I'm going to be at for a little bit. How am I going to adapt to this? There's a lot of solitude and just spending time to yourself, trying to think about how you're going to be able to make it through. How you're going to move with the ebb and flow of this new environment, because it just feels foreign. Ace of Cups, Ten of Cups. There's something there, though. There's something there. There's someone there, something there, somebody who you may be missing. It could be the environment that you had just came from. There's someone there that's helping you keep it together, because I'm wondering how you can be so calm under these circumstances. That sound like pressure to me, but there's a ram in the bush. There's always that ram in the bush, and you have the Ten of Cups, the Ace of Cups here. The Five of Cups is with it, but the Ace of Cups and the Ten of Cups are such positive and inspiring cards that it could be, absence makes the heart grow fonder. So if you're away from somebody and you're missing the warmth that they brought to you, because right now it's just feeling like, it's not like a Five of Pentacles out in the cold, but the Seven of Pentacles is, you have a lot of like, maybe it's like nostalgia. You thinking about something that happened, or you're looking back on things that maybe you collected on your travels, and you're wishing that, or just reminiscing about a time before where things were good and you want to bring it back. And I don't know, it's like, you just know that the climate that you're in right now is not as comfortable. You just know it's time to work, basically. I think there's an understanding that with this new place, or this new location, this new environment, this new journey, you just kind of understand that there's going to be something more rough about it. But there's a silver lining. Either the person that you miss, or there's a relationship that maybe you can't be around that person, but y'all can talk a lot. Somebody who you can vent to, somebody who you could share your experiences with. That's beautiful. Cancer, that's one of the benefits of keeping those relationships, of nurturing the relationships the way that you do. And you're so good at it. And I so love that about Cancer, that you build relationships that are authentic, and you can share your emotions with people that you have those close bonds with, and you nurture those relationships when you have a close bond with people. So it's like when you're in this environment where things are hard and harsh and not what you're used to, and you're having to kind of keep to yourself and isolate to be able to control your emotions and your triggers, it's good to have somebody who you can just kind of vent to and share with them. And whenever you do feel so full of emotion and you feel like you're about to explode and overflow, there's somebody who can help you to work through it. Okay? So I know beginning of June, wherever you ended up in this new environment, it may not be uncomfortable, but you're starting to understand that, okay, this is just how it is. As the smoke clears around that tower, this is just what it is. This big change is happening. Now let me go ahead and move forward with it. Let me move forward with it. Saturn is retrograde in Capricorn. So, no, is it Capricorn or is it Aquarius? Let me see. I don't want to misspeak on it. Present time. Yeah, in Aquarius. Yes, Aquarius. It's retrograde in Aquarius, so it's just different ways that they're ruled by the same ruler. Back in the day they were, but Uranus is attributed to Aquarius now, but Saturn was ancient, the Aquarian ruler also. So a lot of the energy that you may be feeling right now is kind of like the cardinal signs, Capricorn, Cancer, Libra, Aries. They're feeling a lot right now as we go through all of these transits. And you are assigned that rules the direction of things. So if you understand that this is the environment that you're in right now, and you have someone to vent to, then you know how to just keep moving and keep working through it. And I feel like you'll make your way. You'll be able to adapt in the special way that you adapt, and you know, over time, everybody can get used to anything. You'll be okay. You'll be good. Easy does it. There's no need to hurry or force things to happen. Everything is occurring in perfect timing. And I feel like you kind of just really have that understanding that maybe it was time for a change of things, and that could be why you're so okay with the harsh environment that you're in right now. I'm hearing boot camp or basic training. That could be what somebody is going through right now too. You moved away from, of course, an environment that's more comfortable, because ain't shit comfortable about no motherfucking military training. But you understand why you're going through the journey that you're going, and as long as you have people who support you, you know you'll be all right. So take your time and do it right. And do it right. All right. Next time, Leo. If you come in and you want to ask a question, feel free to go ahead and do so. If you want to give a love offering or something, you can, but it's not required. I'm not charging anything for that. I was just on here and I had a message, and I'm doing some reading for the signs. And if you have a question, I'll answer it too. Leave a like. Leave a like, leave a like, leave a like, so that we can get the algorithm to pick us up, so that people who do have questions will be able to see this. Now we're going to do Leo. Fresh energy for Leo. I'm hoping that things are still going good for Leo, because for a few days, it was just nonstop good energy showing up for Leo. So I'm hoping that y'all still doing good in this climate. Holy Spirit, give me a word for Leo. Leo, Leo. Been around the world and now, yeah. You got the World card, Queen of Swords, Prince of Swords. Oh, Lord. Don't tell me the good energy came to an end. No, I ain't gonna say that. I just feel like they're more, not the good energy, is like the fun, you know. Because for a while it was like Libra was living a best life, not Libra, but Leo was living their best life. Libra trying to insert themselves in a conversation. You could be involved with one, or you just been out here partying, having fun and socializing like Libras tend to do, networking and such. But there's like a focus on stability and structure here. Because I feel like there still may be some triggers around feeling like you don't have enough, or feeling like you're not enough. Self-worth values are here. One moment, y'all. Oh, sorry. I'm just looking because my neighbor usually don't like play no loud music, so I'm trying to see what's going on over there. All right. I'm nosy, y'all. I became that nosy woman at the window. Yes, authority, a broader perspective, responsibility, structure, trying to see things from just like a larger perspective, and also this energy of willing to stand on your decisions and not compromising anymore. It's like Leo has a lot of experience with knowing the truth and knowing something with a deep inner knowing, and then having to deal with people who would try to put you out and make you feel like, oh, you're crazy. That's that mentalist witch energy out here again. Like you were scarred by people who try to make you feel crazy, or they'll try to make you feel like you're not who you really are, or they'll make you question or doubt yourself. And there's this energy of like finally being able to overcome that, because you've learned with experience how these people move. And this is something that it did give you a few setbacks. There are some things, and sometimes every now and then you may be triggered by it, because these three cards here, the Prince of Pentacles, the Ten of Swords, and the Nine of Pentacles, this is somebody who has acquired self-worth, but it did not come easy. Heavy is the head that wears the crown, to whom much is given, much is required, and no good deed goes unpunished, and all that good shit. But all of that landed on the Prince of Swords. So you learned this only through battle. With real life experience, when real life scars, you figured out just how vile and vicious people can be when they want you to stop shining. When they don't want you to be the one who lights up the room, you've learned the kind of underhanded ways that they'll try to manipulate you and insert negative thoughts into your consciousness. Yeah, see, I knew it. I'm like this. I'm seeing this wayward energy, but such good energy has been around Leo that I just don't see them falling off of such good energy like that. The thing is like now you are hip, you are aware of when somebody is coming in trying to tear you down, and you're hip and you're aware because you've been there before, and you got the tickets to prove it, got the receipts. You're in the Empress energy still, yeah. That good Empress energy is still there. It ain't went nowhere. I was hoping. I was like, now all that good energy, Libra. Okay, so whoever it is want to play and want to try to tear you down could be a Libra, because you know how they switch sides. Or it's just that two-faced energy of somebody playing both fields, or teeter-tottering, throwing a rock high in their hand, saying one thing, doing another, manipulation. That type of energy is here. But we did talk about the mentalist witch already. So people when they be around you and they saying little slick remarks and shit, and you know what it look like, so stand on it, because that's what it looked like. It looked like you're so mature now. You have that maturity of like an older woman. You know how women get to a certain age and you can't. That's why men be going after younger women, like real predatory. Honestly, let's be real about it. If you genuinely in love with somebody younger than you, that's different. But a lot of men are just predatory, and they want to go for young women because they don't know no better, and women they age know better. And I feel like this is still a younger woman, or you still have youth in you, or you still go out and have fun, you still dress younger, you get your hair done with like younger quote unquote hairstyles. Let's just say you still have youth about you, you still have that vigor in that life. I feel that with Leo. And it's like somebody with experience, you just learn the tricks of the trade. You learn how people try to play on your top, and you get it now. So you doing what you need to do to get people out of there. Guinevere is here. The goddess says, true love, the romantic stirrings in your heart have propelled the universe to deliver great love to you. So continue to be discriminating, because that's what's going to lead you to the things that truly make you happy. All of that good energy that's been around Leo, I feel like it's around Leo because Leo has the audacity to hope for all the things that they really deserve. They have the audacity to claim what it is that they know they've earned. People talk about ego all the time, but sometimes it's just the fact that Leo really be worth it. They really worth all that they command, all the attention that they command. And anybody that got a problem with it is more than likely going to be on the side of those who be like trying that mentalist witch shit, trying to bring somebody else down so that you can control them, because you couldn't command that type of attention. So you're going to try to control the attention that a Leo gets. Y'all watch out for it now. But I really feel like even if things ain't been 100% perfect, out of all the signs, I'm going to say Leo been sliding the best through all of this 666 energy. Real talk. I'm going to say Leo been sliding the best. Who the hell is that with this music? Because people usually don't even play music like that over here. All right. Who's next? I just did Leo. Virgo. Trying to make your next move your best move. Studying how you can do that. Looking outside of yourself for some information. That's what's up. Okay, now Virgo. Maybe we growing up a little bit. You looking outside of yourself for an answer? I know Virgos like to do their research. I was just teasing the ones who be like thinking they know everything and think they the top boss on all the knowledge. You could be in your head about exactly how you're going to move forward, because I feel like you want to change something, like something that maybe didn't go the way you wanted it to go the first time around. You want to go back and correct that. It's just you trying to figure out the best way to do it, the most efficient way. You know how Virgos are, trying to figure out the best way to get something to happen. I hate this lighting right now. Ugh. Instead of just allowing it to be, is like, sometimes you try to figure out the best way that you can manipulate a thing, and to turn it to your favor. I would advise you to not do that. I would advise you to just try to, just kind of go with the flow and allow it to happen. If you trust what it is that you're doing and you're into it and you love it, allow your spirit to lead you. That's a download too. Allow your spirit to lead you. Your mind and your spirit is not the same thing. You have a lot of people who are mentalists. Virgos are a lot of mentalist Virgos. You be in your mind and you try to use your brain power, your mind power, to both convince yourself of something. So a lot of Virgos struggle with delusions of grandeur. You may think you're doing more than you're actually doing, or you think you did more than you actually did, or you think you didn't do what people telling you that yes you did do that. And in your mind you be like, no I didn't, no I didn't, yes you did. But you struggle with delusions sometimes, and also struggle with being able to explain yourself to other people sometimes. So then it's like a non-stop cycle of just these thoughts that are not being directly dealt with or faced directly. Some things you just don't want to address sometimes, and then there are things that you want to address to the point where they don't need to be addressed. So it's almost like you be stalling from doing what it is that you need to do. Sometimes you stall away from what it is that you need to do. Confusion. When you get to a point where you've exhausted all of your options and you still don't really know what the next best thing is to do, then yeah, it is good to look to someone outside of yourself for some information or for some guidance on how to move forward in the best way. Because you want to move ahead with something. It's like you re-examine the way something went the first time and you want to go back and do it again, but don't necessarily know how to make it happen the way you want it to happen. So you're looking up to somebody with maybe who has experience with doing what it is that you want to do, to figure out how you can overcome some obstacles. But at the same time, I feel like maybe some of the obstacles that you are proposing or are thinking about are kind of made up. Like in the mind, and that's what I mean. Like sometimes with delusions, Seven of Swords supports that. Like sometimes you'll like make something up in your head. Like you'll tell yourself something and then you believe yourself so heavily that you begin to think that it's an issue or something that you need to consult with others about first. The Hierophant and the Prince of Wands. Because like the Prince of Wands is like somebody who can only mess themselves up, and the Hierophant would be like a coach. So this is like a star player needing somebody to give them some info, some information that's gonna help you do better. But you're trying to go somewhere. You're trying to do something. You're trying to either re-jump something, restart something, or you want to planning something new. It could be something from the past that is just like revised with the new energy. Like there's been some repentance or a change of heart. There's some regret that needs to be expressed. But if it is a new thing, then you're just thinking about how you're going to get from one place to the next. How you're going to get from this one thing to the next thing. Because right now it may seem like more of a daunting effort than it really is. Sometimes when you look at the size of an elephant, it's overwhelming. But if you take it in piece by piece, you can deal with it. But I'll continue to be drawn back to perspectives and how you see things. It's almost like the 666 energy around the beginning of June. A tower could have crashed that made you realize that, okay, obviously I'm not doing it right. Obviously, I may have been stuck in my thoughts or set in my ways, or I thought that my way was the best way, but obviously I need to be a student to somebody. Obviously I need to learn something because my way is not given. And it takes a lot for a Virgo to admit when they are incorrect. So for you to be seeking out somebody who can help you understand what's wrong, or who can help you understand what next move to make. That's big. But what I do appreciate about this is that you are discerning, as always, about who it is that you trust to take you to the next level. Because you can't just have any old body. It's a certain way, not only that you have to deal with Virgo, but it's a certain way that you have to speak for a Virgo to even believe that you know what you're talking about. So in one way, you still kind of, lean into your own understanding in terms of discerning who is the right person to help you. But at the same time, it's like you're willing to give up a little bit of that self-control so that you can learn from somebody who's already been down the road that you're currently going down. So you recognize that you're moving into a different place. You recognize that maybe the old way that you were doing things is not working, so that you know that you need to listen to somebody. Not just anybody, but you need to listen to somebody and get up under somebody and get some study and get some wisdom. You understand that? And that's good. Ain't nothing wrong with that. That it looks like that wisdom and these type of people who are, actually in alignment with what it is that you're trying to do with your life. It looks like a good outcome comes from being around these people. A good outcome from considering perspectives other than your own and actually respecting perspectives other than your own and seeing the authority in them, not questioning them, not trying to, scrutinize it, but just trusting that this person has knowledge and understanding that you do not, and learning from that. So good on you. I'm telling you, it's strike 2, it's correction time. 666 energy is correction. Mark of the beast. You are the beast. We are the beast. This flesh, this dense 3D packed worldly creatures are the beast. Your mark is what you leave on this world, what you do with this world. Your apples or your fruit shall be your proof, or some shit like that. The proof shall be your fruit. The fruit of your your work shall be known by your fruit. It was some shit I said earlier. I forgot it just that quick. But I said it on one of the other signs earlier in this reading. You shall be known by your fruit. Yeah, the tree shall be known by its fruit. So basically, yeah, that's your mark. And if you realize your way ain't working and you go ask for some understanding and you know you need some correction and you are willing to get that, good on you, because that shows real humility. And I fuck with it. We're going to let the goddess get the last say on this, and then we're going to move forward. Leap of faith. We talked about faith, that old mustard seed faith. You're not going to put your faith on any old body, though. It's going to be you're going to make calculated leaps. Take a risk, calculated risk, and put your heart's true desire into action. If you know that your way of doing things isn't going, you're going to put it into action and find somebody who can help you, and you're going to take a leap of faith, trying it their way. I like it. I like it, I like it, I like it. By the end of June, hopefully by that third strike of the 666 on the 24th, all will be clear, your path will be set, and you'll be moving forward in a better reality. So, Libra, we finally come to you. Your name been coming up a lot in these readings, Libra. What was it? Why? What'd you do? What mess you done started this time? If you come in and you want to ask a question, you certainly can. I will read it for you. Share the live, like the live, do something. click tinker with one of them buttons so that the algorithm can pick your girl up and I can be in front of some other people. Yeah, you can just ask any question. I'm not charging for it. The way my readings are set up is it's on the channel homepage. How I do readings anyway. I don't have like a price menu or anything. If you're doing like a private reading request, it would be give what God puts on your heart. Or if I'm on live and I'm just saying ask a question, you just ask a question. Neat. N-E-E-T. Neat or meat? I just want to make sure that I'm getting the question right. We're going to wait on Libra a little bit since they tried to get ahead of time and hop in on somebody else's reading. We're going to make them wait a little bit. We're going to answer Priya's question. Can I clear my NEAT in first attempt in 2023? Can I clear my needs. In first attempt in 2023, Priya wants to know, can she clear her meat? Her neat. I said, she clear her neat in first attempt in 2023. I want to get a good shuffle on it. I don't want this all signs tarot reads to be mixed up with no other energy. All right. Got you. Thank you. You will. I have to watch when I say stuff like that. I said you will. You can. And let me tell you how spirit answers things for me. You have 7 of Wands, the Lovers, Prince of Pentacles, King of Swords, 4 of Swords, 9 of Wands, Prince of Swords. And when I drop the cards, they all tell a picture, right? They all build a picture for me. It's never really a simple yes, no. It is, this is what happens, this is the energy around how it's happening. And I feel like you're going to have a lot of distractions. You'll have a lot of distractions to your preparation. It's some things that get in your way that kind of hinder the preparation that you need to get. And of course, you know, anytime somebody's wanting to become a doctor, that's a lot of prep. You don't really have time to kind of, you know, play around and stuff. But there, it seems like from a lot of different sources, and they may be family, you could have a lot of distraction. And I don't feel like the distraction is like anything mean or malicious. It's just like a lot of opportunities to have fun instead of, let's say, in going to study, or a lot of opportunities to go and experience pleasures with loved ones instead of, you know, attending a study class or a study group. Or it may be a tendency to maybe go out and have drinks or a dinner or something with friends, as opposed to spending money on, you know, more study materials or more preparation classes or review classes. So there's just this energy of there being a lot of distractions that are going to come your way and that will seek to slow down your focus. This is just how things work. When we really want something and we're praying for things, there's always going to be something that comes to try to distract us or pull us off of that path. But I feel like your focus is strong enough to where you'll be able to kind of go against when you feel like you're getting too out of whack or you're not giving enough devotion to something. I feel like you are strong enough to stand up to it. So you'll do what it is that you need to do to pass the NEAT. Even though you'll have a lot of distractions along the way, you will do what it is that you need to do. But it won't be easy. I'm seeing this Prince of Swords, like maybe you'll miss some memories that other loved ones have together, and it may make you feel away, or maybe you'll feel left out sometimes, but it'll be worth it. Like when you win, yes, spending time with family, stuff like that. When you win or when you finally do pass it, it's going to be worth it. It's going to be a well-deserved victory, but yeah. You can pass it first attempt, but you're going to have to sacrifice some of the things that, you know, make you feel really good. And that time with family and friends feels really good. You may feel left out sometimes, but it'll be worth it. You'll pass it. So, yeah. Congratulations in advance. We're going to manifest Priya's passing of the NEAT on first attempt, first try. You got it. You got it, hun. So let me clear the energy and we will go back to Libra. Libra. trying to skip the line, trying to hop in on other people's readings. Libra, you better wait. Let's see what energy we have for you. Holy Spirit, make it plain, make it clear. Libra, I've never seen this for Libra. This is a desire to back away from the company you keep. You know, it's usually how can Libra like connect with more people or build stronger connections. Or how can they use connections for the betterment of themselves, but it's like you backing off from a connection. Why are you backing off from a connection, Libra? Or from a social circle? Ooh, somebody done told you something or said something that hit close to home. They got a little bit too close. It got a little bit too close, a little bit too hot in the kitchen. Something has been said or something that was exposed that was just, maybe it was a little too intimate. Maybe this is not something that you want other people to know. Thank you, Priya. I appreciate that. Maybe it's something that you don't want other people to know. Trouble in paradise. Okay, if you were on a social circle and maybe you were dating somebody in this social circle and it's starting to be heated, or the relationship is going south, y'all starting to have trouble, and maybe if this person is discussing y'all's business with other people, it's a turnoff. Cards trying to run. What's running? Five of Pentacles, Queen of Cups. The love is not there. Love don't live here anymore. Let's say love don't live here anymore. You abandoned me. Love don't live here anymore. You don't feel the teamwork. It doesn't feel like, you know what it is? It's when you feel like everybody in the room doesn't like you. That can make you feel put out. And now it's like right now you're feeling like in your social circle, there's some information that could be coming out and it's a little bit too accurate about you, or it tells a story that you didn't want to get out to the public. You wanted to keep it like in-house. You want to take care of it in-house in the home, but now it's getting out. The energy is getting out, or something is being exposed. I'm telling you, we in the seasons of revelations and corrections. And that energy of something being corrected or getting out, you don't like for other people to be involved. Maybe it feels like you're being a little bit too exposed with the Five of Pentacles and Queen of Cups. You feel too exposed. It don't feel good. It was like you're trying to get away from something. Okay, escapism. I see you, escapism. You want to get away from this social circle because maybe they're starting to see you. Six of Cups and strength. It's big ego. Big ego. I feel like you are so concerned and you're so committed to the image that you want to portray to other people that it's a problem when somebody comes in and they say something that is contrary to the image that you've been trying to build. So you're trying to get away from it now. Got you. I was wondering, like, a Libra running from social connections? Why? Somebody done pulled your card. So are you getting away from the people that exposed you, or from the cause, or the people that you running with that you got caught up with? Oh, okay. You running away from the people that you got caught up with, or the social circles that you got caught up in that don't look good. It's just not a good look. You starting to realize that it's not a good look. This ain't cute. This ain't cute no more. I feel like there's a disappointment here. Maybe somebody promised you something, or you thought you were going to get more benefits out of your affiliation with a certain social group. I'm feeling like segmented or segregated groups. So it could be racial or cultural or socioeconomic, gender based, some type of special interest group or kind of segregated group, I should say. And you thought being affiliated with them was going to get you more than it actually got you. And now you don't want to play no more. You don't want parts no more. When it didn't get you what you thought it was going to get you, when it didn't make you as prestigious or it didn't give you as much connections as you thought it was going to give you, and it seems like you ran into someone else who gave you what you thought the other party was going to give you. Because a lot of times a Libra won't leave a situation until they see something better on the horizon. And I feel like something better on the horizon has appeared. And you were like, okay, what this new person is offering or what this new person has, I thought I was going to get that from the old circle of friends. So now you're trying to get away from people that, child, that be the problem with me about Libras. Where's the loyalty? I feel like a lot of Libras are loyal to themselves only, but you're the sister sign to Aries, which is the sign of self. So, it's not surprising. It just needs to be balanced. Because when you realize, it's like as soon as you realize, Libra, that the connection wasn't giving what you thought it was going to give, or you couldn't milk it more than you thought it was going to give, or the benefits that you thought was not there, you ready to go now. Now you ready to go. But my thing is, until you begin to build genuine, authentic connections, every connection that you go in is going to not meet your needs. Because that's spirit. The Most High God is not going to let you become so attached to somebody else that you start to serve them as your master. It don't matter how fly this group of people is or how privileged they are. They are not your master. They don't give you your wealth. They don't give you your riches. They don't give you your blessings. So if you dealing with people so that you can get something out of them, the Most High God is offended. Because what you going through a middleman for? Libra good for that middleman stuff. Bodies of water, Goddess says, spend time near water. That, to me, that says spend time near clean people. People who don't have motives. Water, clean, fresh, pure. Natural spring water. Spend time around sources of people who connect to the source of all that is. Not spend time around people who just use others. Because there's a using energy. There's like a flunky, using, manipulating energy here, Libra. While you trying to hop in on other people's readings with that energy, you need to purify yourself in the water of Lake Minnetonka. Purify yourself. Spend time near water such as a lake, a river, or the ocean to recharge your batteries. Your batteries drained because you were trying to use people, but it feels like they was going to use you before you use them. And ain't it funny how we be attracted to certain things, but the thing that we are attracted to is simply a reflection of what we are. So you were attracted to this group or this social group or this certain type of people who you thought were going to make you better or make you more valuable. And those same people also had the intentions to use you to make themselves more valuable. You see how that works? The best thing you can do is to purify yourself and don't meet nobody with no intentions, because those intentions are going to be what puts you in shackles. We don't want it. Bye, Libra. Up next, Scorpio. Glad that's over. Hi, Scorpio. Hi, Scorp. If you have a question, feel free to drop it in the chats. Like the video. It helps the algorithm show other people that there's a reader on here who will answer your questions for you. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Each one teach one. Scorpio, let's see what we have going on. Fresh energy for Scorpio. Fresh energy. Scorpio, what we got going on? Excuse me. Seven of Swords. Prince of Wands. Somebody kept it low. Ooh, somebody can keep a secret. You did not expose who you were, Scorpio. I feel like you just kept it a secret. Maybe it's like you wanted to see how somebody would react to you or would respond to you, or you wanted to kind of test the spirit or test the heart to see if a person was really as real as they claim to be. You want to see it in action. You want to see proof of who this person said they were. Ooh, it was some quick revelation too. What was the revelation? Don't stall me. Don't stall. Oh, it's still being revealed. It's not over. Okay, Scorpio, there's a situation where you kept something under wraps, or you didn't show somebody the fullness of who you are, or you didn't get to the point of where you could show your authentic and most intimate self, because it was like you have a certain set of standards or a certain set of rules or just a code of conduct or standard operating procedures that you live by. You have rules that you live by, or you have, conditions that must be met in order for you to get involved. And you like to see people in practice. You don't tell people up front what those conditions are. You don't tell people who you really are up front, because that would give them the opportunity to try to manipulate you or try to twist your words or try to twist their own words. You just keep it real cute. You keep it real basic. You keep it real bland and unseasoned. You still be fire, but I'm not saying that you be like tacky or whack or, not fun or lame or nothing. What I'm saying is like you just keep it dialed back. You're very refined, and it's a mysterious energy about you. You stay short and sweet and to the point. You don't give too much information. Don't be talking too much, telling nobody too much of your business, because you like to see people for who they are. You don't want to give nobody no ammo, and you're wise enough to understand that when you give too much or share too much of yourself, you giving people ammo. Or when you show them too much of what it is that you can do or what you're capable of, it gives them ammo. So when you're dealing with somebody and you come into connections with people, you're going to let them be their true self, and you just get to observe that person, and you get to weigh the hearts and see if, do I want this or do I not want this? Because by withholding your true identity, it's not like you being deceptive. I do want to make that distinguishment. You are not being deceptive. What it is you are being cordial and trying new things and allowing people to show you who they are, because you already know who you are, Scorpio. You allowing people to show you who they are, and it's looking like you believe in them. Because if the connection is not giving what it is that is checking off the conditions that you need, you don't mind moving away. You don't mind walking off. Six of Wands confirms that. You don't mind moving ahead. Two of Cups and Six of Wands right behind each other. You don't mind moving ahead from the connection, because you understand that there is more here. There's an abundant energy, Queen of Pentacles and the Princess of Wands. There's this excited, happy, vibrant energy that anything can be created. You see how this Queen of Pentacles is like manipulating the elements and injecting DNA into the environment around her? You know that if you want to create something, or you want to build a connection or acquire a relationship, all it takes is for you to put your individual spin on the energy, on the circumstances around you. And when you let somebody show you who they are instead of you telling them who you want them to be, then you get to make the choices. And when you're making these choices in your life, that's you manipulating the 3D. You're saying, oh, I don't want this person in my life because they be lying. You notice a person keeps getting caught up in a lie, or you notice a person keeps trying new things to try to test you, or, see what triggers you. You're noticing that, and you're like, nah, I don't want that in my life. But it feels like something is still unfolding, like you moved away from something or someone, but the energy is still unfolding, and it feels like something is coming. Let's see what that is. Oh, I feel it's a confession. It's a confession of regret. Somebody didn't see who you were, and maybe they tried to come at you. Oh, Scorpio. Oh, Lord, Scorpio. Somebody didn't know you had the pinchers on you. Somebody didn't know you had the stingers on you. They just didn't know. They just didn't know, and now the judgment is here for them. Now they gonna have to come clean. Now they have to come clean. And it's feeling like they do because I said something is not over yet. You may have walked away and you made a decision for yourself, and that's good. That's all fine and dandy. But that created a tower moment from the other person. See, when you walk away with that Six of Wands, you walk away unscathed, but it's a whole motherfucking fight scene in the back still going. Back there in the back, it still was some trouble going on. So when you walked away from a person, I feel like a lot of things start crumbling in their life, and they started seeing some things about themselves. They start having some revelations about themselves, and this journey is not over. Somebody's about to come back, and they're going to confess some regrets. They're going to confess some regrets because they still want parts. They still want to be in your life, Scorpio. Whoever the person is you walked away from, and I feel like it didn't even last long enough for them to get to see who you really are. Like, it was so quick. I feel like it was a come and go type thing. Like, maybe it started quick and ended just as fast. In some kind of way, it was just like somebody thought they were going to get over, or I don't know. Somebody thought they was going to be able to do something. Finesse you, play you. The very reason why you keep yourself under wraps and you keep, yourself just to yourself, and you're very refined and you don't share a lot of information. It was such a good choice that you played that card with this person. It was so good that you didn't give this person more of yourself, because they would have used it against you. And you may have found times, it may have been times where you could see them actively reaching. Like, you could see that person reaching and saying wild, crazy shit just to figure out what it is that's going to trigger you. And that's that mentalist witch energy I was talking about. If you coming in the middle, I know this is a long video, but go all the way back to the beginning where I talk about the mentalist witches. The people who try to manipulate your thoughts, or they try to slide in subliminal messages and shit. You could have been dealing with somebody like that who wanted to kind of insert a certain belief into your mind, or try to tame you mentally, or try to control you mentally, and you saw it. You're a Scorpio. You saw it. Or you have heavy Scorpio energy. Yeah, you saw what was going on and you walked away, but they're not done, because when you walked away, some things hit. This is the month of correction, 6/6 energy. You will know a man by his fruit. You will know a tree by its fruit. You will know a man by his actions. And you testing them actions. And when you saw the actions were unsavory, a little sour, you didn't want parts of it, and you walked away. And when that tower collapsed at the beginning of June, that was strike one. Strike two, the 15th, just passed a few days ago. Now there's clarity and there's correction that's being had. So this person may have had some epiphanies, and now they're trying to formulate a way to come back to you and kind of show some regret and some remorse, and maybe possibly have a conversation about rekindling. I'm going to give the goddess the last word on this. Receptivity. Allow yourself to receive. I feel like this is telling you, listen, just listen. You don't have to do nothing. Do not do anything. Do not make a move. Don't try to help this person come out. Don't try to soothe them. Don't try to encourage them. Don't try to motivate them. Sit there. If they want to ask you to talk, show up and sit there. And don't go and meet them nowhere. They'll come. If you don't want them at your house, tell them wherever you may be out at, have them meet you at Starbucks or something, or wherever you was going to go anyway. Don't go meeting them in no fancy, crazy, exotic places. Don't get on no planes, trains, or automobiles with nobody and go nowhere. What was it that you was about to do? Oh, you need to go check out some books at the library? Have them meet you at the library. Oh, you stopped by Starbucks, on the weekend mornings, and just have a nice frappuccino or something. Okay, have them meet you at Starbucks. Whatever you was already doing, continue to do that. Don't you give not one more thing of your energy to this person. I'm not telling you to not take them back. I'm not telling you to, shut them off and never contact them again. What I'm telling you yourself, because in the beginning you were giving of yourself, even though you were also guarding your intimacy. That's called having boundaries. There is nothing wrong with doing that. You did the right thing because you didn't give them no ammo. Continue to not give them ammo. Don't go out of your comfort zone for nobody, and don't go nowhere with nobody. Don't let them take you out of your comfort zone. Stay in your comfort zone. Do the things that you were already going to do. And when they come to you and they want to meet, have them catch you somewhere. Yes, make their ass run. Make them chase. Wherever you be at, make them come and run and catch you. And they better not be late. I'm going to be at this post office in 15 minutes. If you ain't there, I'm going to drop my package off and I'm gone. I'm not waiting around on you. So don't allow yourself to receive. It's time for them to give it up. This will increase your intuition, energy, and ability to give to others. Don't help them. Let them show you the fullness of who they are, Scorpio. Let them show you everything, because the minute you give them something, they'll use that as ammo. It's ammo. Let them, the initials could be MO, or somebody is doing something that is their MO, their modus operandi. That's what they're known for. That's what they do. Allow them to expose themselves, because that's going to be the reset for them. Having to expose themselves, having to come out of their MO, having to come out of their comfort zone to expose themselves, that is their correction. Sometimes spirit will use you. The Most High God will use you as a vessel to bring a person to correction. You don't have to give anything else. Don't give anything else of yourself. Just receive. Receive apologies. Receive truth. Don't receive no bullshit. And you won't receive bullshit if you don't give nothing. Because the minute you give them something, they're going to give you some bullshit. Don't give. Receive. All right. Get it, Scorpio. I want to hear how that go. Come back to the comments and tell me what happened. How did it go down? And where did you make them run to chase you? Where did you make them rush to meet you? Make that joker put some action in. I ain't into training people, but if somebody want to be childish, you can train up a child in the way that they should go. And if a child don't know how to appreciate, run that joker. Run that joker until they mature. Run them up. Make everything hard for them, because that's the only way people learn. People don't learn by words. They learn through experience. Make that joker run. Make them hit some laps, jump some hurdles. Fly through hoops. And set the hoop on fire before you tell them to jump through it. Who's that? Sag. Yes, up next we have Sag. You can't ask a question, just drop it inside of the chat and like the video, please, so the algorithm can pick it up and show it to some people who need to ask some questions. If they don't get it on this one, maybe they'll show up to the next live. Maybe they'll subscribe, hit that bell so they'll know when I go live next with all these questions I be answering. All right, Sag. All right, your cards is fighting each other. I don't like all that conflict, Sag. You still high off that full moon, ain't you? Let's see. Uh-oh. I see a conflict. Okay. If you are out here still moving with the spirit of being hurt, if you are doing anything in the spirit of defensiveness, stop it. Stop it now. Prince of Swords, Two of Pentacles, Nine of Swords. If you are out here, stop it, because there's only so much protection that you'll have while you out here moving based on trauma. I know Jupiter is your planetary ruler, and Jupiter is all about luck and expansion and making things move in your favor and for your good. That's cute. But Sagittarius, you the only one who will get this far, moving with as much animosity as this looks like. If it's not animosity, it's like fear or restraint. Something that's just been going over and over and over and over and over and playing over and over and over in your head. Some trauma, some tragedy, something that didn't feel good, and it's like it's not being healed correctly. But for some reason, Jupiter, you lucky bastard, you got Six of Swords and King of Wands, meaning that you're still protected. You're still able to do what it is that you need to do. And so far, these traumas and issues have not affected like your reputation. They haven't done that for you. You have High Priestess and Ace of Pentacles. So far, things have not ruined your reputation or made you look crazy too much. The protection is there, but you're being urged to go ahead and deal with yourself. Like spirit wants you to deal with yourself, but they also want to deal with you with a degree of grace. You know how Sagittarians are known for being brutally honest? And a lot of people have an issue with that brutal honesty. And sometimes it's not even real brutal honesty, it's just dead ass true. And they didn't sugarcoat it. A lot of Sagittarians are known for that. And the reward for carrying themselves in that manner, where you'll just say it, the stuff that won't nobody else say, you'll go ahead and say it. The reward for that is that you are allowed some secrecy or some spiritual covering. Sad, you know what I'm talking about. It be things that you be going through and somehow God just let you kind of, I won't say escape by unscathed, because it hurts and it bothers you. But in some kind of way, you don't have to deal with humiliation the way you may see other people having to deal with humiliation. Your troubles are kind of kept under wraps. It's like there's always a ram in a bush, or there's an opportunity, or a loophole or something, or a plug, a connect, or something that always comes through for you. Yeah, see, I was like, so why is that? In my mind, I'm thinking, so what is this energy of coming to an end here? What is that? The thing is, the Nine of Pentacles, Judgment, and Ten of Swords, that can't last. No matter how, at one day you're going to try your luck and it's not going to work out for you. And that's going to be a day when you really, really, really needed that luck. So you need to start to actually do the work within yourself. Four of Pentacles. Yes, Jupiter is your ruling planet. You are considered the sign that is blessed with luck. But there's no such thing as luck is blessings. And you do have spiritual covering because of who you are and because of how you flow. When spirit moves you, Sagittarius, you go. You're a mutable sign. You move when spirit tells you to move. You speak when spirit tells you to move. You have that fire in you. The Holy Ghost fire is naturally in you, Sag. But at the same time, you can't keep holding things in, because it's going to show its face. And how Jupiter works is it expands everything. So as you keep holding something in the back of your mind or in your subconscious, and you think you just ignoring it while other things are expanding in your life, one day you look up and you are in the places that you want to be, but that trauma that you've been ignoring, it done expanded. It done got bigger. So it's something that you have, it's small thing, and it's continuing to grow. The details are starting to fill out. It's becoming a little bit bigger. It used to be a little bump. Now it done grown into a little scratch, and now it got little bumps around it. Now it may start growing a little pus. Before you know it, you got a whole fucking abscess on your arm. Big dip hole in your arm and stuff or something. Like, it's something that's just been there. It's been lying dormant while you do this, that, and the other. But there's this inner knowing that, yeah, at the root of me, in the heart of me, in my deepest self, I know I need to address this thing. I know I need to do this thing that I have been just kind of ignoring or glossing over. That's the energy here. That's the vibe. Because that luck will run out. And I'm telling you, we in this 666 month. At the beginning of June, something could have happened. A tower could have fell, and that's what would have reminded you, or you had some type of triggering event or something happened that just brought back to your mental or in your subconscious. Yeah, that did happen. Yeah, that did hurt. And I spent a lot of time running from it or keeping busy so that I don't think about it. But I still haven't dealt with that. The 15th was the second 666 day. So right now it's the 18th at the time that I'm recording this, but by now you could have started to get some correction and clarity, or maybe you're starting to understand where it is that you may need to go to get some help, or you're starting to look into resources. Just something you want to be proactive about it. You're getting more serious about being proactive about it. So I would just urge you to go ahead and start dealing with these things, because we have our third strike 3666 day on the 24th of this month. So you don't want the end of June to just be a tragedy. You don't want anything to manifest in that way at the end of the month. So I just want you to go ahead and get it together now. Oh, because around that time we're going to be having a new moon. Yeah, what's the next new moon? Cancer. The next new moon is a Cancer new moon. So the new moon is the darkest time in the sky. So that deep dark stuff, it'll run rampant if you don't deal with it. It will run wild if you don't deal with it. So I just urge you to just, hey, deal with it. Let me see if we put Sagittarius at 1, Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces, Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer. So it would be, the 8th house. It would be 8 houses away. So yeah, the Cancer new moon, some deep, dark, repressed stuff is wanting to come out. You see how astrology ties in? When you take the sign that you're talking about and you put it on the wheel at spot number 1, and then other energies that come out, you count the number of houses to that, and it'll tell you how that energy will play in your life. I'm telling you, it's nice stuff. It's deep stuff. It's revealing stuff. It gives you a full picture and understanding that you may not get with just the surface level stuff. But yeah, something deep, dark, hidden. You've been repressing it. You're just trying to stay busy, hoping your luck works out for you. Stop depending on that luck and go address that shit. Go address that shit. Go do what you need to do. This ain't the time for high hopes, because at the end of the month, that luck will run out on your ass. And you don't want that. You don't want that. Goddess, you get the last word for Sagittarius. Go outside. Get outside. Start moving. Go. You've been indoors too long. Go outside and get some fresh air. Move it. Move it. You like to move it. Move it. And they don't mean just like go outside and distract yourself. Like get whatever is repressed and hidden, let it out. Get that out. And then go out. So, new energy in the building. We're going to go ahead and move forward to Capricorn. This is my first time doing like a 2-hour live. Oh my God. Let me find out I'm going to be that person that be on live for like 3-4 hours a day talking that spiritual shit. Holding church. I'll do it. I'll do it. I love spirituality. This is the only consistent thing I've had my whole life. Spirituality. It's all I know, and it's all I'm here for. Ascended Master. This is my last go round on this planet, on this 3D plane. I'm not coming back. When my spirit leaves this earthly body, I don't want to come back as nothing and nobody. I want to go. I want to go be in the sky. I want to fly. I want to fly. I'm going to go live in the sky with Pawpaw. All right, Capricorn, we'll get you some fresh energy. Fresh. Capricorn. Holy Spirit, what you got for Capricorn? What do they need to know concerning this 666 energy and retrograde and full moon and this mixture of all of these energies? What do they need to know? In a time of correction and clarity, when the smoke from the tower is finally clearing, what is it that Capricorn needs to know? Okay, social life is here. Oh, and just that quick. It comes with some hurdles and some hurts and all of that. Okay. There's some estranged relationships here with either your immediate family or in-laws. If it's not your immediate family, like the people who would, like, parents that signed your birth certificate, and like legal siblings, biological siblings, immediate family. If it's not them, then it is your family by law, like marriage, mother-in-law, father-in-law, the people that are the family or the immediate family of your husband, of your spouse, your wife, whatever, spouse. Estranged from these people, and it's like I'm feeling like they want to reach out, but you focused on yourself. You don't want to talk to them. It's like they want to reach out, but you don't want to take them in. You not reaching in, they reaching out. You ain't reaching in. This is a lone wolf type energy. I feel like you've been through enough, you've done enough, and you're done. It's over. You are focused on yourself. I feel like lately you've been able to start a new beginning. You've been able to do something for yourself, or you gave yourself something. You did something for yourself, or like finally, if you spent your whole life trying to please other people, or working to provide for someone else, or to do something for other people so that they feel good, and just living a life of service, really, if you've been that humble person and you've invested in other people, sugar mama, sugar daddy energy, Capricorn can definitely give that. If you've been that kind of person, it's like something happened and finally you like, nah, I got a new start. I don't have to do this anymore. I don't have to be tied down to anybody. I don't need you anymore. I can help myself out. I do what it is that I need to do for me. You were out here alone and had to struggle by yourself because immediate family, or you married and your in-laws was making things harder for you than they had to be, trying to cause confusion in your marriage, in your household. Maybe you moved away from them, got far enough to where you don't have to hit a mouth no more, or have to see them as much. Or maybe a husband, or not a husband, or an in-laws family moved out, and you don't have to worry about them, being in your business anymore. Maybe they stayed with you for a while and now they're no longer there. But it's something about estranged relationships with family, immediate family, or in-laws being your spouse's immediate family. There's breakdowns, it's teardowns in the family unit for sure. Family units that don't breed, that where the apples be rotten and shit by the time they even hit the ground. They fall far from the tree. Sometimes the apple will fall from the tree, fall far. And I feel like whoever this person is, you are an apple who fell far from the tree. You're not like your immediate family or your in-laws. But somebody want to act like they confused why you don't want to talk to them. If somebody really has the audacity, the gall, to keep coming at you and like almost want to confront you why you don't want to talk to me. I think you have something good going on, Capricorn, or they see you as having something good going on. It's like opportunist energy. Ace of Wands. That's a lustful drive. If it's not sexual, because I definitely keep saying immediate family and in-laws, so it wouldn't be sexual, but it would be a lustful drive. Like somebody trying to aggressively trying to come talk to you, or making communication attempts, unwanted communication attempts, because I feel that estranged energy. Six of Wands confirms that you don't really want to talk to these people, but it's like aggressive energy wanting to come talk to you, or like doing the most to try to get into contact with you. Maybe you moved to a new place, or got a new number, new car, and something, and these people is like, they trying to reach out to you. They trying to reach you, call you, reach you. But estranged means you don't want to talk. You don't want to talk. You in your own world, you doing your own thing. Is there a good reason why they trying to reach out to them? I see 5 of Pentacles popping up towards the end, and another 5 too. I don't see it. The alien, I don't see it. Yeah, 5 of Pentacles came right back out. There's not a good reason to talk to these people. They doing the most trying to talk to you. 5 of Pentacles is something to do with a debt or a need, or something. Somebody is lacking something, or somebody wants something, or they need somebody to complete something. It's an energy of somebody who could not get it on their own, so now they coming and looking for you. But it's like they didn't treat you properly, or they used to be inconsiderate, or in some type of way they never appreciated whatever it was that you were bringing to the table, and now they want to come ask you for something. Kick rocks. Go play in heavy traffic. Go dive in a 6-foot pool and breathe underwater. You got two goddesses that came out. You got sensitivity and go outside. So both of these are concerning your environments. And it's just like, you want to make yourself a lot more comfortable. You want to have more comfortable environments. You want to do more for yourself. You want to have more sunny and bright days. You're tired of having a whole bunch of drama and issues. You just want to live high vibrationally. You want to be like a little flower spirit child. You just want to go and be happy and, tend to your garden and tend to the things that you're investing in and creating for your life. You're becoming increasingly sensitive. Avoid harsh relationships, environments, situations, and chemicals. Go get some fresh air. Get new environments. Get around new people. Estranged. Remain estranged. You don't even have to claim them folks no more. Honestly, I think it's a statute of limitations on how long we could be kinfolk. After a year of not speaking, we ain't kinfolk no more. Just kidding. But yeah, that's your energy, Capricorn. Don't let nobody, when some stuff start falling down around them at the beginning of June, and now they may need some help. Don't fall back into that investing in somebody who don't appreciate you. And even if it's you who is having some issues right now, this 666 energy is heavy. And I don't know what other placements you have besides Capricorn, but even if you have some are in need right now, you do the best that you can and put the faith the size of a mustard seed in the Most High God and watch how God works in your life. A lot of the corrections and connections that we're having right now, a lot of the corrections in connections that we have right now are just God trying to show you how people be moving and that you need to get rid of them. He's trying to correct you for continuing to have these people in your life when you know they ain't treating you worth a damn. You are God in a body. God body. You are a facet, a piece of God injected into one of these little meat cases. How you gonna let somebody punk you out and play you like that? God don't want them around you. And if you let them around you, you're going to start seeing things fall too. Because that's their energy coming in to tear you down once again, like it always did. Trust these patterns, man. Trust these patterns. If you don't see a person evolving, get out from around that person. New energy. Because we don't want it. Send it on, Lord. Send them on up the road. But sure don't come this way. Aquarius. Five of Swords, Four of Swords. Okay, so you reducing the amount of noise. I know that's right. Reduce that noise, honey. Turn it down. It's too loud. Five of Swords, Four of Swords. Getting away from these people who ain't got nothing to talk about but negativity. Quieting unnecessary exposure to loud mouths, to rude people, to inconsiderate people, to judgmental people. Just getting it all out of there. Cleansing. You don't mind going into new places. You don't mind meeting new people, going into new social circles, going to new places, traveling. You don't mind any of that. You love that aspect of freedom. So you don't have any blockages when it comes to refilling the things that you lose. So if you have been letting go of things lately, if you have been selling things or getting rid of things, clearing out things, just wherever it is that you are clearing out energy or taking care of something better and giving more energy to it, investing more of your pure energy into it, you're helping it grow. So just know that when you're doing, you can do something as simple as like, you could just be cleaning your house or something, like doing a deep bleach cleansing of your whole house or something. And that is you investing your energy and your good energy into a possession. Just know that whatever it is that you're injecting your energy into right now, it is growing. It is going to flourish. So continue to give it that time to flourish. There's a wisdom about what it is that you're doing. So there is a maturity. Even if it's something that you just recently started giving your energy into, it's not something that you just recently found out about. It's not something that just recently came into your awareness. I feel like there's at least a good 10 years of experience in something right here. And you're just now starting to use that, extensive experience practically. You may just start to build something with this experience that you've had for 10, 15, 20 years. And as soon as you got serious about it, things start to move. I feel like there's a lot of big, strong movement. You have the Ace of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles, the World, and the Wheel of Fortune, all in a succession. The Ace of Cups and the Temperance card. So this is something that has been waiting to happen. It was almost like it was destined for you. And you're finally getting rid of negative and toxic influences, things that try to come and disrupt your peace, because you can only manifest these things from a state of peace. So if you have some people always in your ear talking crazy, or some outside influences always bringing up mess, I feel Libra energy with that mess, and just it's always something. If you around people who always bringing you bad news or always got something bad to say, or it's never real peace, and you always feel like somebody trying to side eye you or trying to say something slick. Those mentalist witches that I talked about at the beginning of this live go all the way to the back, to the beginning, and get it. The goddess card that came out is undying love. I feel like you've done your part more than enough. You don't have to do nothing else. If you don't do nothing else for the rest of their life, for the rest of your life, you have done enough. I'm telling you that right now, Aquarius. The love you've shared is eternal, regardless of the situation. And I feel like it's a regardless of the situation in this context, because you don't cut somebody off, but you don't have to feel bad about them, because I feel like they would try to make you feel bad or like you owe them, or you know what I'm saying. Some of them might even try to come and say that they helped you to get where you're going, but they didn't. Because the stuff that's popping off for you right now, I feel like you recently started investing more into it, because you don't have to give none of your energy to them old people anymore. So they can't say that they was a part of your journey. They weren't. But they were a hindrance to your journey. It took you so long to get to this point where things can pop on your journey, because you're dealing with these low class, negative, ignorant, small-minded ass people. You're dealing with people who don't have the potential that you have in your pinky fingers more than they have in their whole body. More than 2 or 3 of them have in their whole bodies, Aquarius. And for them, like, them talking down on you, I almost feel like this Zen energy, like while you were doing what it is that you wanted to do with your life and just living life on your own terms, a lot of times you really wasn't even bothering nobody, and people would see you in this lotus position, I call it, like where you just sitting there trying to meditate and you're sitting there still. They'll wait till you still to come and poke you, or they'll wait till they think you happy to come fuck with you. But when you in a rage and they know you'll fight and beat their ass, they won't say nothing. But they'll wait until you get happy and then try to bring you back down. If you want this ball to get rolling on the thing that you've been working on, stay away from this family. It could be a family, but stay away from this family, because we just came off of Capricorn talking about family with them. Now, Capricorn Aquarius right there on that cusp shit. Stay away from this family. Stay away from them people. Stay away from that social media. Ain't even all that right now. Anybody who got negative words coming out of their mouth like all the time, and it's not for the point of like correction, but just to be messy. They just got loose lips and just be talking stupid about nothing. Let them go. Let them go. Boundaries came out. Love yourself enough to say no to others. Demands on your time and energy. So somebody may not like that you keep into yourself, and they may try to come with that mess, trying to make you talk to them and try to make you listen to them. You don't have to listen to nobody. You don't owe nobody your attention. And if you got to walk off when somebody in mid-sentence talking, if you got to put them ear pods in your ear while they in the mid-sentence, do so. Because whoever this is, they don't deserve no respect. And like that first goddess guidance card said, you've done enough. You've loved enough. You could be rude to them for the rest of your life, because for the first, for the first such and such years, you loved them unconditionally, passionately. You didn't show no judgment to them. You didn't mean them no harm. For a long time, you were just trying to find your own way in life, and they was doing everything they could to make it harder on you. Now when shit get to moving, now you want to come in and acting like you just been there and been supportive. No, sir. No, ma'am. Next. You got the good shit going on for you now, Aquarius. And if you want it to keep going, if you want the good stuff to keep happening to you, you better stay away from them people. Stay away from them negative Nancy's. Stay away. All right. Last but not least, I'm wrapping it up. If you have a question, come on in. Oh, 208 is my birthday. Haha. If you have a question, come on in. Ask your question. I want to see 20840. Okay. Pisces, last one. Pisces, last one. Pisces, last one. Holy Spirit, what do you have for Pisces? A 2-hour live. I'm so proud of myself. So proud of myself. I actually have enough of a gift and enough knowledge to host a whole live for 2 hours with non-stop. gems and downloads and jewels coming out. Man, I'm proud of me. Pisces, you have Ace of Swords and the Judgment King. Ooh, Pisces say, I meant what I said. I'm not going back and forth with you. Pisces, ice cold. I see Nino Brown energy here. With the black and the gold on the neck. Oh. This shit kind of gangster. This like mob boss, to be honest. I said what I said. And I ain't gonna say it no more. Keep my name out your mouth. Put some respect on my name. For real, for real. This is checker person. I can't even say it's checker person. This is sitting off and like, don't play with me. Don't play with me. This is somebody with them dead Chicago eyes. Like, how your eyes dead and actively alive, scoping out somebody at the same time. That shit crazy to me. They look like they kill. People from Chicago, they have eyes that look like they kill. That's crazy. Like, you can be emotionless on the inside, but still have that fire to destroy. That's wild. Once you get somebody to that point, it's over then. 10 of Pentacles at the bottom. Ace of Pentacles at the bottom. When I was going to shuffle again, yep, Ace of Pentacles showed up. 10 of Pentacles was just there. You in a place now where it's just like they done messed around and let you find out it's me, myself, and I out there. It's just me, myself, and I. This is the sign about ascension. Pisces is the sign of ascension. Moving to the next level, graduating to a new reality, to a higher vibration and frequency. And you keep your words so short. If you say anything at all, you are very curt and short and frank and blunt. You keep it short and to the point. Not short and sweet, short and to the point. I just heard mean as a snake and twice as fast. You ain't got time for people. Pisces, you don't have no time. No time. You inspired only by the things that are basically your calling. You out here about your father's business, honey. When Jesus said, I'm about my father's business. Don't come in here telling me nothing about what I'm supposed to do. Why you questioning me? You know I'm in here about my father's business. Huh? Shout out to big bro, Yeshua. Who y'all know is Jesus. You say I'm about my father's business. What you in here questioning me for, Mary? I mean, it could be your own parents. You keeping it short. You don't have nothing to say to people who are not directly involved with whatever it is you building. I'm talking tunnel vision. You creating something so official right now. It's undeniable. There is a title here. There is grandeur here. There is respect here. There is honor here. There is people who reverence you here. High authority here. And you also got haters who don't know no better. So if somebody come in talking crazy, prematurely, they don't even know what they talking about, because you always deal with that just because of who you are, Pisces. Somebody who don't even know what you got going on or don't even know really what you're doing, they'll come in trying to have an opinion on it. And it's like, you don't matter. Yeah, I ain't looking at you no more. I'm looking past you. Looking past them. You have no words for people. You keep it short and sweet. If they come talking crazy, you just go ahead and block them. If they asking a simple question, you keep it real short, real to the point. You ain't trying to butter nobody up. You ain't trying to use no extra words on nobody. Keeping it real succinct. Succinct. Keep it real succinct. Brevity is your thing right now. Keep this shit brief. Eight of Swords confirms it all. You just don't have the time. I don't really know how many other ways. Shit, you look. Ooh, I often say I don't know how many other ways I can say it, but that 10 of Pentacles came right back, and then 6 of Pentacles on top of that. You have a mission. You got things you got to do. You out here, and I'm talking about. I see like real success, like real grandeur, real authority, real reverence and love, and outpourings of love and gifts and favor. Abundance, prosperity, access, VIP, all that type of energy, exclusive luxury, high end, all of that, posh, swanky. All, all of those kind of vibes that we all aim for. This is the life that we all seek to build. The Three of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles beside each other. We all want to build that type of life and have it official where nobody can take it away from us. We all want purpose and to have a mission. Sometimes you want to go where everybody knows your name. You want to be around people who are like-minded like yourself, and people who also are getting to it like you are getting to it. People who are so focused that they don't have time for distractions and for the mess. So you're just keeping it real short with people who don't have their mind focused. That Four of Swords came out. People who don't have peace, mental peace, and who be doing that mentalist witch shit, trying to implant negative thoughts in you. Go back to the beginning of the reading if you don't know what I mean by a mentalist witch. Mentalist witch. They are out here trying to insert thoughts into your mind and make you second guess yourself and doubt yourself, but your destiny is too big, and you are destined for greatness because you have the heart to serve and to give and to bring others along with you, and the Most High God needs that to be used for the Most High God's business. And those people that come with that mess and the issues and the mental weakness and the mental, I don't want to say illnesses, like something that's preventable, but a lot of these mental illnesses really be spiritual illnesses. It would be people fighting demons within themselves. Fighting demons. So yeah, short, you ain't really got nothing to say to them. And I'm repeating myself now because you ain't got nothing to say to them. Start delegating. You tell somebody else to do it, because I'm not going to do it. I don't have time to waste. When you get to a point of needing to delegate, that means you have more important things to do. You have time wasters, then you have creativity and inspirational time that you need to get, and then you also have money-making activities, the things that actively keep you prosperous. And it's like those are the only things you're worried about right now. Spirituality, keeping yourself on the right road, keeping yourself mentally peaceful, spiritually sound and balanced. And balanced, not imbalanced. Mentally sound and spiritually balanced. And everything else that's unnecessary, put it off on somebody else. Ain't got nothing to do with you. Reach out to others. It say ask others, including me, to help you instead of trying to do everything by yourself. Check with government agencies if you need aid to help you, like either with a business loan or if your expenses are getting high and maybe you want to do something like with a side hustle, but you don't have any money because it all goes to bills all the time and you never have anything saved over for yourself. Then look and see what kind of like community initiatives or state or federal benefits may be available for you. Especially if you're a person of color, I advise people of color to get everything they can get out of the government because you owe us anyway. You owe us. I look around and I see people who don't look nothing like me. They look like the masters of my ancestors who get to live such a beautiful, cushy life. You're going to give me everything I want out of the government. And I don't want to hear nothing about poor people need to do this or people with benefits need to. If I qualify for it, I'm getting it, and I'm getting as much as I can get out of you. Because this money you owe me anyway. Really, for the gap in wealth with people of color who built this country and those who don't look like us who get to live the limelight, live in the limelight and who get to live the lap of luxury. If I were to falsify documents and get government aid, I still deserve it. You know what I'm saying? You still should be paying it up. Not saying that I encourage anybody to do it, but baby, restitution is owed. But it's repayment. Vengeance is mine, thus says the Lord. Repayments are going to be made. Payments are going to be made. So just stay at peace, and whatever you can't do, reach out to somebody else. Let them do it. People who you really don't want to deal with, send them a message. Have your assistant take care of it, because you're moving into a place where you're going to have the kind of success and authority where you will have like assistants and people under you to handle people and address things. Tell them how to address them folks, because when people try to come to you, they'll try to play on your heartstrings. Don't do it. And it's easier said than done, so ain't no point in me telling you that. The goddess knew what she was saying when she said start delegating. Myself and the goddesses rarely ever disagree. We rarely ever disagree. So I'm sitting here saying, you gonna keep it short and sweet. The goddess say, when you get some people around you who will be able to do the little things that you ain't got time to do, let them talk to them folks. At some point, you shouldn't even be hearing from certain people. The message should never be able to get to you. They should never be able to even touch you. That's the type of authority that you are walking into. Where people can't even touch you. They can't even see you. Not without an appointment. Not without official clearance. You finna be in that type of space and power and authority. Where people gotta have a certain special security level clearance to get to you. Or they gotta have a certain fob to enter the building where you work at. You get what I'm saying? That type of thing. You gotta be in a certain tax bracket to even know about these locations. About this type of club and that type of club or organization. Yeah, we going into that level of ascension. We had start delegating. That same color came out as the start delegating, but it said sensitivity. Basically meaning that you have a very focused trajectory. You know what it is you need to be doing. You're not trying to shoot the breeze with none of these people who ain't got no business even in the building with you. Security, riffraff is somehow breached. They breached our locking measures. Carry them out. Security. Delegate. Security too. Get some people around you who can handle all that mess. Because you got more big, important things to do for the community and for the world at large. And yeah, that has been the readings for the second strike. The third one hits June 24th. By the end of the month, you better know what it is you're doing and be sticking to a plan. The smoke from the towers have fallen. Well, the smoke from the towers that have fallen is clearing. You're seeing a horizon. You kind of know which way you want to go. Let's keep it going then.